Consumer prices could be slashed on a swath of imported goods as the UK breaks free from the EU's tariff regime, International Trade Secretary Liz Truss signalled today. The cabinet minister said household products including bicycle pumps and pencils could have their import tariffs removed under government proposals for post-Brexit trade agreements with countries outside the EU. She also backed Boris Johnson to drive a hard bargain in negotiations with Brussels for a UK-EU trade deal. The UK has left the EU and it is time for us to look forward to our future as an independent, global champion of free trade, she said. It is vitally important that we now move away from the complex tariff schedule imposed on us by the European Union. High tariffs impinge on businesses and raise costs for consumers. This is our opportunity to set our own tariff strategy that is right for UK consumers and businesses across our country. I am calling on people, businesses and civil society groups to seize this opportunity to take part in our consultation and tell us what would work best for them. Ms. Truss spoke out as she launched a public consultation to gather views on whether the government should simplify its tariff policy to ensure greater choice and lower prices for consumers. At the same time, Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab stepped up the effort for a swift UK-Australia trade deal by meeting his Australian counterpart Marise Payne in Canberra today. We've recommitted today to launching negotiations on an ambitious free trade agreement between our countries as soon possible, Mr. Raab said. Australia would hopefully be part of that first wave of high-priority deals that we're pursuing. Ms. Payne was confident Australia could strike a free trade deal with the UK. We are at opposite ends of the world, yet we are very ready and able to grab a new era of opportunity for enhanced strategic and economic cooperation, she said. We also look forward to an early, comprehensive and ambitious free trade agreement because we both believe in rules-based markets for trade and investment, she added. Ms. Truss yesterday revealed the options being considered by the government for replacing the tariffs currently set by the EU once the UK's transition out of Brussels rules is completed by the end of the year. Options included removing tariffs of less than 2.5% and rounding tariffs down to the nearest 2.5%, 5% or 10% band. Goods such as fire extinguishers, pencils, bike pumps and some household fridges currently have tariffs below 2.5% and therefore could see them removed. Ministers are also seeking views on whether to remove tariffs on inputs to production, such as raw materials for construction or bolts for machines, in a bid to reduce costs for UK manufacturers. In a separate written statement to the Commons, Ms. Truss said the UK will drive a hard bargain in its trade negotiations, and is prepared to walk away if that is in the national interest. The cabinet minister said it is a key priority of the government to deepen trade and investment relationships with like-minded partners, starting with the USA, Japan, Australia and New Zealand. She added, these bilateral negotiations will also be a potential stepping stone to joining the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. She said the UK would seek to secure comprehensive, far-reaching and mutually beneficial tariff reductions, taking into account sensitive UK products, in a free trade agreement with the US. She went on, this market access will be further supported through the FTA by efficient, predictable, and transparent customs procedures, with a reduction in technical barriers to trade. The FTA will aim to remove measures that currently restrict UK trade and to prevent their imposition in future, while upholding the safety and quality of products on the UK market. But she insisted the NHS will not be on the table in trade talks. She said, the government has been clear that when we are negotiating trade deals, the NHS will not be on the table. The price the NHS pays for drugs will not be on the table. The services the NHS provides will not be on the table. We will not agree measures which undermine the government's ability to deliver on our manifesto commitments to the NHS. As we committed to in our manifesto, in all of our trade negotiations we will not compromise on our high environmental protection, animal welfare and food standards.